Alright guys, so welcome back for another Dokkan battle video, and as you know, Gotenks and Buu are going to be coming over here to Global Dokkan for Dokkan's thank you celebration that we always have during November. Last year's it was Trunks and Zamasu, and then this year it is obviously a Gotenks and Buu. This came out for Golden Week for JP, but for us it always comes out during November as the thank you celebration. So, first of all, I just wanted to address this. I apologize for being on a hiatus for so long. That is not because, I don't want to continue doing videos or making content. It's more of, I've been moving, so, I don't have as much time to make videos, and then throw school in with that. School, moving, remodeling the house at the same time. It's just been crazy, and I literally have had no time to, make any sort of videos, but again, with the little bit of free time that I have, again, I'm making this video. So, let's just jump right into it. Gotenks and Buu, pretty decent units, but I'm going to flat out say it right now. Absolutely, you should not summon for these guys. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, even though we are getting tickets, this was confirmed on Twitter, and I know I always say summon on banners that, give tickets, because why? It gives the best value for your stones. The reason why I'm telling you that is because in the future there are so many other better units that are going to be coming to Global Dokkan whose banners are just as good or even better than these banners. So first of all, let's take a look at Gotenks' banner. So, already I can say Gotenks' banner is better than Buu's, flat out. Because again, Gotenks himself, in my opinion, better than Buu. As much as, people say, Buu's 40% damage reduction is great. It's really not. It's really not. I mean, this Gotenks, he greatly raises defense on super attacks, so to me, that is insanely better than just 40% damage reduction. For sure. You got the Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku. Super good. Still a really good unit. Actually, easily one of my favorite units to run. He's just super fun to use. He transforms into Super Saiyan 3. His OST is amazing. Just an overall great unit. Piccolo, another phenomenal unit. I did a showcase on him. Piccolo's a really good unit. Of course, the only issue with him is you do need another Namekian to run. But other than that, other than that, Piccolo is a fantastic unit. Trunks from last year's thank you celebration, super good. Easily one of the best units that any new player to the game could get. This AGL Gogeta, still really good, still really powerful. Obviously not as good as he used to because there have been other Gogetas that have released, but again, still solid. And then the only two units on this banner that I would say are kind of bad are the two Super Saiyan 3 Gotenkses. But, this Gotenks is not as bad because, again, he is going to get an easy A in the future. So, he's actually worth it, pulling him if you don't have him. Because, again, he's going to get an easy A. And then the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, this tech one, he already has an easy A, but he's really not that good. So, he's kind of like, meh, like, he's okay. But, honestly, between the two, I would rather pull the physical one. So, again, overall, Gotenks' banner, not horrible by any means. Again, decent units, but future banners that are going to be coming to Dokkan have such better value in them in terms of just units. And then Buu. Buu's banner is, I would say, considerably worse, just because, again, the units on it are not as good as the ones on Gotenks'. Starting off with their Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta. I love this man easily. I would say maybe top 3 favorite units to run. Personally, for me, I always find him to be super impressive. He does super good damage. He defends really well. He's just a phenomenal unit that I love running. Zamasu, we all know how great he is. He leads one of the best categories in the game, Realm of Gods. So, Zamasu still really good to this day. Dragon Ball Super Broly, I love that man. Personally, for me, he was my first Dokkan Fest exclusive that I ever pulled. So, he's always going to have a special place in my heart. But he has aged a little bit, but he's still a great unit for World Tournament and for the shorter events in the game. And his transformation after 4 turns, you will always get to see that. Metal Cooler, he's decent. He has aged a bit. Personally, I feel like we should get a newer version of him. Maybe, I don't know, maybe like a transforming kind of unit, or maybe kind of like an exchange unit would be kind of cool. STR Super Buu, he's really low. I would say low mid tier. He's just not as good as anymore. And he leads transformation boost, which is nice. but we have a better leader for that category, which is Cooler. So he gets overlooked, and he's just really not impressive. And then Super Saiyan 3 Broly, again, he's better than Cooler and Buu, just because, again, he has an easy A now. But, you know, he's still currently on Global, such a bad Dokkan Fest exclusive. He's just such a glass cannon. So, like I said before, you know, Gotenks' banner by far outweighs Buu's banner for sure. Buu's banner, you know, on paper it looks good, but the units on it really aren't that good. Now, to talk about the other banners that for sure blow these out of the water, first of all, it's Angel Frieza. By far, this banner is so much better. It has 7 featured units, just like on this one, 7 featured units, but by far, it is so much better, and I cannot stop saying that. You have Beerus, Kaioken Goku, Cooler. Beerus and Cooler alone on this banner make this 100 million times better, because Beerus is easily a top TUR, and so is Cooler. And then Frieza on the banner as well. Frieza easily, I would say, blows Beerus and Cooler out of the water with everything that he does. Stacks defense, turn 1 transformation. You know, he's just a phenomenal unit. And then Kaioken Goku, still really good. Spirit Bomb, amazing. Namek Goku, he has aged a little bit, but personally, I still think he's still really worth it. Transforming Frieza, still really good. After the Link level update, he is an amazing, you know, just an incredible unit. And then the OG Int Golden Angel Frieza, he's okay, but, you know, he's still a decent unit to run along with the new Transforming Angel Frieza, so he is, in a sense, kind of worth it. But again, Beerus and Cooler on one banner, 7 featured units, you have a really nice chance of pulling these guys. So, again, if I were to say, you know, between summoning on Gotenks and summoning on, you know, Frieza's, I would rather summon on Frieza's, just because you have a better chance of getting much better units. I will take any chance at getting a copy for Beerus, or a copy for Cooler, or even my first copy of Kaioken Goku, or maybe my 3rd copy for Namek Goku. You know, just, there are so much better units on this banner, and it's so worth it. And then finally, recently here on JP Dokkan, is Gogeta, and we all know how crazy Gogeta is. Gogeta is easily the best TUR in the game, and I know people have been, you know, like debating whether it's, you know, Gogeta, Frieza, or Gohan. For me, Gogeta takes it. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care that Gohan has guard. Gogeta is the best. 200% attack and defense, 40% attack and defense for 8 turns and 4 ki. He greatly raises defense on super attack, and he has a 50% chance to counter supers, all in turn 1, plus not even including his active skill. That gives him an extra 40% attack and defense, and then he debuffs the enemy's attack and defense by another 40%. That Gogeta is absolutely crazy. If you can get the 4 hits in turn 1, Super Battle Road, he appears again turn 3, use that active skill, Gogeta will incinerate anything. That is why I have him as number 1, and that is why I say that this banner is so much better. Again, yes, it has 8 featured units, but take a look at what this banner does have. A Dokkan Fest exclusive LR, Gohan and Goten, still an amazing LR, maybe has aged a little bit, but guess what, they are still amazing. That Nova Shenron, people may think, hey, he kind of sucks. No, he doesn't, he's actually really, really good. I would say much better than the Tech one, for sure. Kefla's on the banner. Kefla, again, a pretty underrated unit, I would say. She is not horrible by any means. She is super good. Piccolo, again. Piccolo is an amazing unit. He's super underrated. Again, the only units here that I would say are the things that drag this thing down is Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Goku, this Omega Shenron, and the OG Gogeta. Other than that, this banner is amazing. This banner is great. But again, it does get dragged down by these 3 units here. But to me, that doesn't matter because, again, if you have a chance of pulling that Gogeta, that is a game-changing unit. I would absolutely love to run the Grade 8 Power category, which actually is not bad. Like, for once, Dokkan was like, you know what? We're going to use our brains this time, and we're not going to create a little shitty category. And instead, they went with actually a pretty decent category, Grade 8 Power, which encompasses both the Super Saiyan 4s, as well as the giant forms, as well as, any other future, grade 8 power, kind of like Wrathful Broly, he's also in that category, so, that opens up a lot of opportunities for this game. So, again, Angel Frieza and Gogeta, their banners for sure, in my opinion, are better. Gogeta's actually, in terms of value, not as good, but he is just so good that he makes it worth it. He honestly makes it worth it. And then, just to kind of go over quickly, what the units do, and kind of adding to why you probably shouldn't summon for them, is Gotenks' leader skill, Special Pose. That category sucks balls. It is horrible. I have no idea why they decided to make that a category. It is absolutely dog shit. The only redeeming quality that this Gotenks has is that he's a youth category, but even then the youth category is super small, super limited, and it really needs support. And even in his base form, this Gotenks is good. By no means am I trying to bash him and saying that he himself as a unit is bad. He himself as a unit is super good, easily top 10, I would say. Because once you get him to transform into Super Saiyan, it's all over. He's super, super good. And I'm just going to cut right here because I am going to answer a call right now, but I'll cut back to when we are going to discuss the Super Saiyan Gotenks. Sorry guys, I had to take a call. So anyways, back to it. Super Saiyan Gotenks, super, super good. An amazing unit. He greatly raises defense for 1 turn. He gets 2 key, 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. And this, honestly, is the reason why people may not like this Gotenks as much, is because he has 2 50% chances of getting, 50% attack, as well as an extra 50% defense. He can get that twice for a total. I mean, if you get both, like, proxies off, high chance of attack and, high chance of defense, in total, he gets a 200% attack and defense at the start of turn. Factor in that greatly raising it. This Gotenks doesn't take damage, but because of the high chance proxies that he has, it kind of makes people drift away from him. But honestly, even without the high chances, activating, the fact that he has 100% defense and then he greatly raises it means that this Gotenks is going to be fine defensively. And again, it's a 50% chance, so it's a 50%. So, chances are, and you have 2 of them too. So you're more than likely going to get both of them active. And again, even without it, he's still really good. He's just, he does have that kind of coin flip mechanic to him. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is super mega good, for sure. My only issue is you can only use this guy in turn 6 or 7. The way you get him on turn 6 is you have to get him on the turn 3. So if you get him turn 1, you want to get him turn 3, and then you want to float him off. So then turn 6 comes, you can transform into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. Now, Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I would say, is easily heads and shoulders one of the best units in the game. The only issue is he's only around for like 4 turns, which is only the negative or downside to him. But really, this Gotenks, you really want to use him in terms of, like a last minute thing. So, yeah. 100% attack and defense. He has a 70% chance of launching an additional super. And again, if you go full additionals with this man, you can get 3 supers where he greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns. So defensively and offensively, this Gotenks will not take damage and he will hit extremely hard. So again, not a bad unit by any means. He just has all these separate, proxies, and the fact that you have to wait till turn 6 or 7 to use him just really hinders him in terms of being, the best unit in the game. Now, moving on to Buu. Now, Buu, I would say, head and shoulders is better than Gotenks in terms of leader skill, Majin power, and artificial life forms. Really, really good. Artificial life forms finally getting that 170% leader. Unfortunately, he only gives 130% to defense, but honestly, I prefer 170% to HP and attack over, 170 to attack and defense, and only 130 to HP. Again, his effect is greatly raising attack for 1 turn, which is my issue with this unit because, again, raising defense is much better than raising attack. And he only gets 1 key and 100% attack. He has no defense in his passive, other than just the 40% damage reduction. And people think, hey, that's enough. Hell no, it isn't. This guy gets absolutely destroyed by supers. He'll take, you know, maybe double digits from additionals on, I mean, not additionals, from, you know, just normal attacks, but super attacks, he'll get absolutely mollywopped because, again, he has no defense in his passive. The only thing he has is, you know, links, but even then, you know, you have to have him full level 10 links in order to give him decent attack and defense, like, you know, Majin, Revival, what is it, Kamehameha, actually no, not Kamehameha, I think it is Infinite Regeneration. You know, if you can get all those links to like level 10, Majin, Revival, and Infinite Regeneration, he'll have, you know, maybe decent attack and defense, but, you know, that's still not going to be enough with only 40% damage reduction. If it was 50%, then maybe that would change things. That would actually change things a lot. But again, 40% doesn't really cut it. And then he turns into Majin Buu Pure Evil. Again, no defense, only damage reduction, which kills him in things like Super Battle Road, and especially now with Extreme Super Battle Road on, and Extreme Tech being as weak as it is, you know, yes, he's going to be a buff, but at the same time, you can get absolutely ass blasted, because again, he's only got 40%. But he does make up for it in terms of attack and things that he does. He has a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy, which is really good. And he has a medium chance of evading enemies' attacks, which is a 25% chance, so you're really not going to be able to see that very often. But, you know, the fact that he does have that chance to stun, and he also seals on super attack, I think that makes up for the lack of defense that he has. But again, you know, it's still not enough. And then, again, turn 6 or 7, once you transform into Super Buu, that's when things change. This guy is really, really good, and he hits super hard because he gets 220% attack. He has 50% damage reduction, which is much better than 40% for sure, and then he greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns, which, combined with the damage reduction, is going to mean that he isn't going to take damage. So, Super Buu is amazing, for sure better than Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, because again, he doesn't have a limit to him, because again, Gotenks is 4 turns and he's done, and Super Buu doesn't have that. And what I mean by 4 turns and he's done is that Gotenks, again, he gets, you know, the great chance of launching an additional for 4 turns from the start of turn, as well as attack and ki. So once those 4 turns run out, he's only going to have 100% attack and defense, and 100% attack when performing a super attack. He loses the great chance to launch an additional and 3 ki once the 4 turns are over, so his effectiveness really decreases after 4 turns. While Super Buu doesn't. Super Buu has this infinitely. So, again, that is where Super Buu does have the drop on Gotenks, is that he doesn't have the 4-turn restriction. And then he also gets a 12% chance to perform a critical hit per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, so, you know, Super Buu, get him, what, maybe 5 Rainbow Key Spheres is the most you can get. He'll have a 60% chance to perform a critical hit, which is really, really good. And then his links, Metamorphosis, Fear and Faith, and Brutal Beatdown are going to be really, really good. So, again, that is going to do for today's video. Hopefully this kind of helped you. Again, my last minute thing would be Gotenks and Buu's banner, don't summon on them. I would say if you really want to use your stones more effectively, I would do Angel Frieza's banner as well as Gogeta's, just because, again, the units on there are better, and then Gogeta himself is a better unit overall. Just do the missions, get the tickets, you know, do your free multi, and I would get out of there. Don't waste your stones, because again, we got Anniversary coming up, we got December, so there's a lot of things coming over here to Global Dokkan, and then with the Heroes Fest, Dokkan Festival that is going to be coming to JP, we don't know what could be coming in the future for us, so I would say save your stones and spend them wisely. So again, that is going to do for today's video, and I'll see you guys